Ugh, ads are such poop. Subscribe to Acast Plus now to skip ads and more for just $1 a month. Click the link in our show notes to learn how. And hey, we're on Patreon too. Your support helps cover the cost of running a podcast. For $2 a month, you can get early access to all our episodes ad-free, plus bonus episodes exclusive to Patreon subscribers only. Visit patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse to sign up now.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Let's imagine you work for the U.S. government in Havana, Cuba, and you experience this inexplicable episode.
There was incredible pressure and pain in my head and my ears.
Many of your colleagues are experiencing the exact same thing, and nobody in the U.S. government seems to know what it is or what's causing it. I'm Adam Entis.
And I'm John Lee Anderson. From Vice World News, this is Havana Syndrome.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what just happened 5 minutes ago yesterday?
Yes. Ezra is the original Salt Bae.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, I missed an opportunity! Oh my god, I wish I would have said that! Oh, I hate myself for missing that.
Sorry, I got it covered.
Oh,
I got
Salt
it.
Bae.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Damn it. That was so good. And the fact that, I had to explain to you who Salt Bae was makes me even more mad that you're the one that came up with that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, Ezra, Salt Bae, go.
That was all I got.
Well,
You go ahead and take it from there.
And then that Xerxes guy, King of Persia, wrote a letter and was like, "You demand, go," and gave him silver and gold.
Right.
And they went and built all their shit.
Yeah.
And then Ezra's like, "I'm a first person this shit now."
Right. Yeah.
So
that was basically it. So that was Ezra chapter 7.
Sure as fuck was.
Salt Bae.
Oh,
and today we're going to be getting into
Ezra chapter 8.
All right.
I'm sorry I missed that because I was just so fucking annoyed with myself.
All right. Let's go do this.
Okay. Okay, Ezra chapter 8.
Okay.
Continuing on. These are the head, or no, not the head, the family heads. This is the head.
Okay.
My head. These are the family heads and those registered with them who came up with me, Ezra.
Yeah.
From Babylon during the reign of King Artaxerxes.
Yeah, definitely lends to he wrote this book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm telling the story now, bitches.
Right.
It's like somebody else started and he just picked up the story and was like, no, I'm going to tell it.
Right.
I'm going to tell it now.
Or he originally wrote this bit and somebody else added the other bit in the beginning.
By the boy, once upon a time.
Which is very likely.
Yeah,
actually.
that's true.
So.
That's true. Okay, so he's telling this list of guys. Ready?
Sure.
Of the descendants of Phinehas, Gershom. Of the descendants of Ithamar, Daniel. Of the descendants of David, Hattush. Of the descendants of Shechaniah. What?
Are you...
No,
everything
hold on.
Okay here?
No, hold on. Oh, see, there's a semicolon missing. Not my fault. Not my fault. Okay, so of the descendants of David, Hattush. And there should be a semicolon.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay.
Of the descendants of Shechaniah. And there's nobody. Of the descendants of Parash, Zechariah. And with him were registered 150 men.
Okay.
Of the descendants of Pahath Moab, oh, Jesus Christ. Elihonai, son of Zerahiah, and with him 200 men.
Mm-hmm.
Of the descendants of Zatu, Shechaniah, son of Jahaziel, and with him 300 men. Of the descendants of Aden, Abed, son of Jonathan, and with him 50 men. Of the descendants of Elam, Jeshiah, son of Athaliah, and with him 70 men.
Okay.
Of the descendants of Shephatiah, Zebediah, son of Michael, and with him 80 men.
I mean, we got to get our list of people in every fucking book of the Bible, right?
Yeah, there's got to be a list. Of the descendants of Joab, Obadiah, son of Jehiel, and with him 218 men. Of the descendants of Bani, Shelomith, son of Josephiah, and with him 160 men. Of the descendants of Bebai, Zechariah, son of Bebai, and with him 28 men.
Okay.
Of the descendants of Asgad, not to be
Asgad.
confused with Asgard.
Right.
Johanan, son of Hekatan, and with him 110 men. This is boring. I'm so sorry.
It really is.
Yeah,
It really is.
apologies, y'all. But
yeah, maybe it'll pick up.
Remember, we're
I'm
just
hoping it'll pick up.
reading the Bible, getting through.
Right,
Okay,
right.
We're doing this. Of the descendants of Adonikam, the last ones.
Last ones?
I don't know what that means.
Who were the first ones?
Whose names were Eliphalet.
Elephant?
Eliphalet,
Eliphalet.
Jeuel, and Shemaiah, and with them 60 men. Of the descendants of Bigvai, Uthai, and Zechir, and with them 70 men.
Okay.
I, Ezra,
Yeah.
assembled them at the canal that flows towards Ahava.
I mean, the canal's as good a place as any.
You know the canal,
Yeah.
at the one that
Right.
flows toward Ahava.
Yeah.
And we camped there 3 days. When I checked among the people and the priests, I found no Levites there. What?
Oh, shit.
No Levites?
What the hell?
The fuck? You better start over.
Yeah, go get some Levites, man.
So I summoned Eleazar, Ariel, Shemaiah, Elnathan, Jerib, Elnathan again, Nathan, Zechariah, and Meshullam, who were leaders, and Joarib and Elnathan, who were men of learning. And I ordered them to go to Iddo,
Yeah. Get your asses to Iddo.
the leader of Kesaphiah.
Okay.
I told them what to say to Iddo and his fellow Levites, the temple servants in Kesaphiah, so that they might bring attendance to us for the house of God. Yeah, because you can't do anything without the Levites.
Right.
So this was almost a
bust.
Yeah, it was almost like a non-starter.
Right.
Because the gracious hand of our God was on us, they brought us Sherebiah, a capable man.
Not very capable, but capable.
Capable.
Yeah.
From the descendants of Mali, son of Levi, the son of Israel, and Sherebiah's sons and brothers, 18 in all.
Okay.
And Hashabiah, together with...
Good old Hashabiah.
I know, right? With Jeshiah from the descendants of Merari, and his brothers and nephews, 20 in all.
Okay.
They also brought 220 of the temple servants, a body that David and the officials had established to assist the Levites. All were registered by name.
Registered. They got their little documents that they're officially registered.
They have their cards. They got their ID cards. Yeah. There, by the Ahava Canal, I proclaimed a fast. I proclaim that we will now fast. Go.
Mostly because we're out of food.
Right. So that we might humble ourselves before our God and ask him for a safe journey for us and our children with all our possessions. Oh, I was ashamed to ask the king for soldiers and horsemen to protect us from enemies on the road, because we had told the king the gracious hand of God is on everyone who looks to him.
I mean, I was going to say, God should protect you.
But his great anger is against all who forsake him. End quote.
Which
right.
wouldn't be you guys, according to you guys.
Yeah, so he's like,
so you're good.
Wanted to ask for some guards, but I thought that probably wouldn't look good.
And
so I did not.
Okay.
So we fasted and petitioned our God about this, and he answered our prayer.
Oh, okay.
Then...
What did he answer it with?
I skipped that part.
Oh.
what's his name? I'm not Levi.
Ezra?
Ezra, skipped that part.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it seems like an important bit.
pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. I'm moving on. Are you with me?
Sure,
okay.
I guess.
Then Ezra, set apart 12 of the leading priests, namely Sherebiah, Hashabiah, and 10 of their brothers, and I weighed out to them the offering of silver and gold, and the articles that the king, his advisors, his officials, and all Israel present there had donated for the house of our God. I weighed out to them 650 talents of silver, silver articles weighing 100 talents, 100 talents of gold, 20 bowls of gold valued at 1,000 derricks.
This is on their journey, right?
Uh-huh.
What, are they just going to leave some fucking gold sitting in the goddamn desert?
And 2 fine articles of polished bronze as precious as gold. And I said to them, you, as well as these articles, are consecrated to the Lord.
Okay.
The silver and gold are a free will offering to the Lord, the God of your ancestors. Guard them carefully until you weigh them out in the chambers of the house of the Lord in Jerusalem.
Oh, that's a slick way of saying, hey, okay, you guys need to carry this shit for me.
Before the leading priests and the Levites and the family heads of Israel. Okay, so that's what I told those guys.
Yeah.
Then the priests and Levites received the silver and gold, and sacred articles that had been weighed out to be taken to the house of our God in Jerusalem. So he's like, I can't ask for guards, so we're just going to be guards ourselves.
Sure.
I'm going to give each of you guys stuff to carry, and you are in charge of it.
Right.
And if something happens...
Y'all run in different directions.
Yeah, you're a bad guard if something happens.
Right, yeah.
On the 12th day of the first month...
Not of Christmas. Okay.
We set out from the Ahava Canal to go to Jerusalem. The hand of our God was on us, and he protected us from enemies and bandits along the way. Yay.
That's great.
So we arrived in Jerusalem, where we rested 3 days. On the 4th day, in the house of our God, we weighed out the silver and gold and the sacred articles.
Wait. They just, arrived all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I could have sworn that in the last chapter it took them, 5 months to get there.
Yeah.
They just made it sound like it was nothing.
Yeah, 5 months later,
okay.
We arrived.
Okay.
And we rested for 3 days. What? What?
It's just, 5 months seems like there'd be a story there.
Nope, no story for you, sir.
Okay.
None. I am Ezra, and this is my story, sir.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Stop asking questions.
Sure, no.
There will be no questioning of my story,
sir.
Sir.
There will, because this is my podcast. Our podcast.
On the 4th day in the house of our God, we weighed out the silver and gold and weighed the sacred articles into the hands of Meremoth, son of Uriah, the priest. Eleazar, son of Phinehas, was with him, and so were the Levites, the Jozabad, son of Jeshua, and Noadish, son of Benui. Yeah. Everything was accounted for by number and weight, and the entire weight was recorded at that time. Don't ask what it was, I'm not telling.
Right.
Then the exiles who had returned from captivity sacrificed burnt offerings to the God of Israel, 12 bulls for all Israel, 96 rams, 77 male lambs, and as a sin offering, 12 male goats.
Okay.
But not a scapegoat, I'll have you know.
Right.
All this was a burnt offering to the Lord. They also delivered the king's orders to the royal satraps.
Yeah, I don't know.
And to the governors of Trans-Euphrates.
This is a much more official thing that's going on.
Yeah.
There's all these little kingdoms and things happening. It's completely different from the older books.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Who then gave assistance to the people and to the house of God, the end.
Ah, okay. All right. So they made their 5-month journey in a sentence. Mm-hmm. And then they brought the gold and they got there.
They arrived.
Yep. They did that thing.
Yep.
And there was people. Lots of people.
They got the people. They went there and they arrived and they measured gold.
And they almost forgot the Levites but didn't.
Yep.
Okay. So that was pretty much that. That was Ezra chapter 8.
Sure as fuck was.
And tomorrow we're going to be back with...
Ezra chapter 9.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Yep. Bye.
Hey, wife. I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe, leave an Apple review, join us on Twitter, support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Hey everybody, I'm Naomi Ekperigan.
And I'm Andy Beckerman.
We're a real-life couple and a real-life couple of comedians.
And we're the hosts of the podcast Couples Therapy.
Look, it's a new year, it's a new you, and it's the perfect time to try a new podcast.
And I'm going to tell you, that podcast should be Couples Therapy. A show so good, it was on both Vulture and Grindr's top podcasts of 2022.
What? Yes, that's right. On the show, we talk to people we like.
Such as Bob the Drag Queen, Kumail Nanjiani, Bowen Yang, Darcy Carden.
All about love and relationships, and then we answer your relationship questions. We are two unlicensed comedians just trying to help heal you.
Open your hearts, loosen your butts, because we got a lot of laughs.
And a lot of the real just for you.
Wherever you get your podcast from.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.